Welcome back to Budlong Avenue Productions, where I'm going to break down the 11th episode of Season 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race. The remaining 7 queens don their best 80s drag for a totally tubular runway and give us the sweet and low on drag queens in corporate America. I am reporting to you live from planet Earth to say that, sadly, Maya has sashayed away, but we got 8 weeks of her quirky, shy, and outgoing uniqueness. I don't know about you, but I'm a better person for it. I'm going to jump straight into the main challenge. Out of the 3 groups, I initially thought Q and Plain's presentation was great until I saw Sapphira, Nymphia, and Morphine's group. Q and Plain were funny, but I think Q missed an opportunity to say so emotional in place of so inspirational when she popped off about being ready to do so. Just to tie in previous Drag Race references. Plain did a great job, and Q was funny, but I honestly didn't feel like her performance flowed. Q knows what to do, but she doesn't always know when to dial it back so that it feels more natural. And this is not shade or a read towards her, because I think they're a very talented queen. I am so glad that Q was brave enough to discuss their HIV diagnosis. It's good to keep telling these stories because people are still sleeping around condomless, indiscriminately, not getting to know their people before they have raw sex with them. And in 2024, that's just wild. Guys, just a friendly reminder that HIV has not gone underground. It's still here and it's not going anywhere. Now that we're in the Maxi Challenge, which is an HR seminar held by drag queens, here are my hopes for the individual contestants. I hope Maya does great. I hope she has some funny moments because I need her to do well. Morphine has shown me that she can step up in group challenges, so I hope she does well as well. Dawn has yet to show me that she can break out of being safe, so we shall see. Maya running in the beginning and dropping all her stuff was funny, and it seemed intentional. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, she's got her comedy chops. She's off to a great start. But as Maya kept talking, it just went downhill. Sapphira was right. Dawn and Maya did not connect on stage, and I think it hurt both of their performances. Sapphira is now acting as the voice box for this particular storyline. She's predicting who lands on the bottom. Sapphira is officially a dominant force in this competition because now we are seeing the competition through her eyes. Did anyone get that very interesting special editing that happened during the Spill the Tea mini challenge? And Sapphira's like, ooh, spill the tea. I mean, it's like when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, so it's not just Rue's decision on who wins. The sponsor of the season also has to agree, obviously. And that little edit, to me, gave a very silent stamp of approval on Sapphira, who actually won the mini challenge as well. And the Maxi Challenge this episode. So it is officially Sapphira's season in season 16. Speaking of Sapphira, hers was the first team to include the audience. I knew that after the toast, Sapphira's team would be the one to beat. After being concerned that Sapphira would dominate everyone in their own group, Nymphia proved that when she's on, she too is a strong contender. Minus the accent, Nymphia did well, but I did think that her bit went on too long. I like that we got to see some flubs because that's reality. Improv is hard. The runway. Maya's runway was so good, so pretty, and so glam. This is the second week in a row that Maya has brought it to the runway. Sapphira's look was giving rich black girl glory, and while it was pretty, the hair overshadowed the garment for me, which was less grand than what we've seen. But once again, even though Sapphira is technically well put together, the thing for me that puts her look from like, oh, that's cute, to, oh, I get it, that's stunning, is the storyline. Because on her Instagram, she had a quote that says, shake the man's hand, daddy, and let's be on our way. So I Googled it, and of course, there was a clip of some very bougie young black girl saying that exact same quote. So it's like Sapphira's living out her rich, bougie black fantasy from the 80s. And it's like choices like that make me want to get to know Sapphira so well. Why would she think of that of all things? So I wish we had gotten a little more explanation on the runway, but I was living. Her hair, her face was beautiful. At points, she looked like Shea Coulee. While the garment is gorgeous, it's it's less grand than what we've seen, but she did a great job. Nymphia was fighting for hers this episode because this runway looked right. Morphine, Q did you a solid because that wig helped your look. I love the garment, and the vibe that I would describe from Morphine's runway is 1980s Miss Ho Miami. I am so pleased that on this 80s themed runway, we had not only one, but two Keith Haring references from Q and Nymphia. It's really important to keep his message alive, which was safe sex, because HIV is still here with us, y'all. So just got to be careful, strap up, limit your risky behaviors, and get tested often. If you're sexually active, you should be getting tested at least 3 months, every 3 months, I would say. But if there's a different timeline, let me know in the comments. It can be scary, but HIV is a lot easier to handle when you catch it early and you can deal with it. Or better yet, just do everything you can not to catch it at all. Because I get that PrEP is making folks undetectable and live longer and have better quality of life. But who wants to deal with that? I know I don't. Okay, so now we're here on the critiques. Putting the queens in predetermined groups, yet judging them individually, was a choice. By controlling which queens work together, production has more influence on which queens they can save or throw in the bottom two. I agree with Michelle. When Maya tries to be someone else, she is so far removed from what the challenge requires. But when she's herself, her performances are golden. I feel like Maya is a very aware, smart queen, and knowing that makes me wish she would have connected more with the material. Based on the critiques, I can see that they are setting up Plain versus Nymphia in the finale with Sapphira as the quiet, standalone, dominant force. Plain and Q had nice things to say about each other on the judging panel, and now that they have squashed their beef, look for Q's story to wrap up soon. I think it will be Sapphira or Plain that sends Q home. So in this lip sync for your life, it's not surprising but no less disappointing that Maya and Morphine find themselves on the bottom yet again. Sapphira is always hyping up Maya, even during her lip syncs. It's so sweet. Morphine's Forever Split was spectacular. I loved it. The Maya versus Morphine lip sync gave 1 a.m. performance where you're just throwing all your dollars at them because these queens are going for broke, losing capes, cutlets, and gloves. This lip sync gave us a hot Miami mess, but in a good way. Okay, y'all, that's all I've got on my season 16 episode 11 review for RuPaul's Drag Race. I will talk to you soon. Y'all have a great week, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Budlong Avenue Productions on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and Budlong Avenue Prods on Twitter. Okay, guys, love you. Bye.